Okay, I believe I'm live. I am going on right now to point out a few things before my. And the reason I'm doing that is because I see so much going on out there, but I also see that nothing nothing's happening. I don't understand it. I don't understand how so many people could be coming forward and talking about the situation, but yet I don't hear anyone, hi Sherry, coming forward to save the children. Like there's stories going on right now, and I'm going to show you a few photos that are blowing my mind because they match everything that I have been saying since June 16th, 2021. So even though I've accepted, I know what I do, and I see that, I work on messages, and I work on clairvoyance, and I work on yada yada, visions, and that's what I do. And I think I'm pretty good at it. I know I'm good at it because I see it, right? Um, but now that people are coming forward and sharing, hi Crystal, sharing the same information that I have been giving visions of, all the way down to, oh my God, the water, the animals, the disgusting, disgusting shit. Hi, Nikki, that they're talking about. The eating of the children, eating of children's skin, the eyeballs. I mean, the things that I am uncomfortable talking about, which I have, is being discussed. The bus loads. I talked about the buses. Like, you guys, it's under the ground. It's under where we are, but I don't hear of anyone going to save the children. I mean, there's so many stories and stuff going on, but I don't see or hear anyone digging for these tunnels. Yeah, the clothes they put on. How about the story about the Barbie dolls? I have a whole entire program that I put together, and I put the Barbie dolls in a clear box, in a clear container. I said, this reminds me of the children, like Barbie dolls zipped up in a clear container, like they're in a situation where they can't get out. And I use the Barbie dolls as a prop for a reason. And I showed the little teeny cars that I'm like, these are the little, they look like match cars that they use. So I just give you visions that I see that may not make sense, or it may not all come together in that moment. But as time goes by, it all comes together. And that's what's happening. It takes time for, like, people like me. I can't make sense of everything that I see. It's not that I give stories and I understand them myself. I don't. I just see them, and I give you the information knowing that it's bringing justice to the children, knowing that that is what the children need, and that I have to have faith in myself to know that that's that's my purpose. And the only reason I have sense is because it doesn't make any other sense. Why? Why I see all this, you know? Um, so I'm going to show you some crazy photos right now. I'm not going to go through the whole entire presentation, but I know that there's some new people that are new to Summer Moon Wells, that are even new to Michael Vaughn, um, Harmony, the ones that we all worked on in the beginning, the Nina that no one talks about, Arbania that no one talks about. So I want to show you some things that are gonna blow your mind that I've shown in the past. I'm gonna show you some photos that are gonna blow your mind. And I'm gonna say trigger warning because they're pretty sick, but I'm not really quite sure. I've put them up before. I'm gonna start on photos with Andrew Hilt. Back in the beginning, I grabbed photos that I said this is happening under the tunnels. And I said that, hi Marie, I said that it's not Andrew that's getting his eye pulled out. It's not Andrew that's under the tunnel. He's the deep fake that's over the person. So that happens all the time, you guys. It's not like I'm saying something that's, oh wow, deep fake. Well, that's what they do. There's deep fake every day. There's AI every day. I mean, I could stand up here and if I wanted to make my face look different, I can. And you guys wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. Or they could use my face and put it over someone who's being abused and you wouldn't know it. So that is a normal thing in this world right now, right? And all we could do is try to bring love into the world and try to understand things as they are and not give hatred towards it. That people are certain ways because they don't know any better. And they do certain things because they're in situations that are creating them to do that. And if we don't get down to the reasoning and we don't stop the pattern, this isn't going to stop. Even if these victims are coming forward, nothing's stopping. Nothing is fucking stopping, you guys. It's not stopping. This alley has been doing this for years and it hasn't stopped. The only reason she's getting attention is because of a celebrity's name is now up top. And everyone's playing her videos because now it's acceptable. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to show you something that, let me see where I'm going to start. Let me see what page it's on. Okay, I'm bringing this in. Here it comes. I'm bringing this PDF in, but this is over 110 pages. I am not going to be going over every page right now. I'm just going to go over things that literally don't make any sense. That, let's see, cancel. Okay, where's my face? Hold on. Disappeared. It's not what I want. Wait 1 second, guys. Camera. Okay. I'm keeping myself here because I feel like this is more personal. I feel like this brings the group a little closer together if you. Oh my God. I can't answer this right now. Hold on. Um, wait, sorry, you guys. It's okay. So I'm keeping myself on because I feel like it definitely brings in a personal touch. And I want you to watch me how I look at these pictures and observe them. I'm not just putting photos up and randomly say shit. I don't. This is, to me, Robert Vaughn. I don't know allegedly if he's the father of Michael Vaughn, but this channel is from a channel called the Wells channel. It's a someone Wells channel. It actually's last name is Wells. And I found this channel to be the blueprint of the sacrifices, of the resurrection. I felt as if everything about these photos showed me the fingers, showed me the cutting. It shows me information. But where I want to start with you guys, let me see what page. I want to go to Andrew Hilt. And the reason I want to start with Andrew Hilt is because it's going to give me the opportunity to show you photos that absolutely were not looked into. So these are photos of what's happening underground. Allegedly, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And I have plenty of videos between Andrew, between Benny, and Molly, and JLR, and Chronicles of Olivia, and Justin for All, um, Betty, Bullhorn Betty, all of those. And this is really what they're showing is what is happening underground. These kind of photos, let me get rid of this. These kind of photos symbolize sacrifice, symbolize what's happening underground. You may not be able to see it clearly, but this is supposed to be Andrew Hilt. And it's not. This is 110% allegedly someone that's head is in the corner of a box being sacrificed. This is the corner. You see? And I believe this is what's happening underground. This is a well-known situation. This is something that I would like to have one of the survivors speak about. Like, I would like to see them speak about this. Where is it that this was seen? Where? Where is it that we could find this and someone with the equipment around their neck? You know, I've seen this way too many times in videos. But it's not like I haven't shown this before. I have shown this. This is what Summer Moon Wells went through. She had that same white stick that is coming through the wall into her head. I am not sure that we're ever going to see the children get taken out from underground. Because these photos, no one's given a flying fuck. Yeah, I would love for her to come on and just talk over my photos, but I'm trying, Michelle. So these are photos that They're not new. Like I could sit here and show you a photo of a child in pieces, and not one authority will be interested in where that came from. I have people I send this stuff to, right? And I'm not privileged to know if it's ever impacted any of these busts, right? But like I am showing Andrew Hilt. Now, anyone who doesn't know who Andrew Hilt is, Andrew Hilt is the father of Hunter. Hunter is the one that was with Summer Moon Wells, allegedly was with her the last day. Allegedly. I think it's all bullshit, but that's allegedly. And Andrew Hilt has a channel, and before, like, over a year ago, this stuff stopped, like the way that they put information on. It's different now, but I've kept everything. I have it not only on my computer, I have it on a drive, a separate drive, because it's so important. Yes, Dominican Republic. It goes on a separate drive because it's that important to keep. Like when you look at these pictures, you could see the eyeball sacrifice. You could see exactly what I have been showing and telling you about before I even had pictures. This here, you guys, is what I showed yesterday in the Kiely Rodni case and in the Idaho 4 case. That is exactly what I showed you. Their eyes like that. They are removing an eyeball. Now, if you look all the way to the right, that's not Andrew Hilt. So this is supposed to be him. No one else has come into this video. It is Andrew Hilt in a blue robe. Now, Andrew Hilt doesn't look like this. So, explain to me how this is okay. Explain to me how it's okay that there's people putting on videos and nothing's been done as far as going to find the children. Nothing. I'm showing this picture, and this is someone who is underneath Andrew Hilt's face. Andrew Hilt is the deep fake. He's the deep fake. This is the victim. And this is how they get away with it. This is how they get away with it. And the authorities and the legal teams are not accepting AI. They're not accepting these new forms as things that could fuck up a trial or help a trial. They're not. There's certain things that are obvious, even though there isn't space in this world for it legally. Legally, you're not going to be, you're not going to bring, hi, I got change. Legally, you're not going to like bring this to a court and be like, this isn't Andrew Hilt. They'll be like, what the fuck? Well, it's not Andrew Hilt. But there's nowhere, like, where is this okay in a courtyard, in a courtroom? Especially for the Delphi case. He's going to wind up dead, and he's going to, because someone is either going to kill him and you're going to think it's, well, actually, someone's going to kill him and we're going to think it's suicide. He was the scapegoat, you guys. Obviously, this is allegedly, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. The people that I call Diddy people and under here Andrew Hilt people and Benny Keys people did it. The people that are touched upon this kind of situation that you see here, they're the ones that fucking killed those girls. Those girls were killed and brought back there, just like they all are, just like the Idaho 4. They were killed somewhere else and brought back to the house. Obviously, allegedly. What do I know? I just see it. That's all I do. I see it. I don't know why, how, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I could be like completely making up a whole movie screen in my head. I can be. We all do it. We all do it. It's called your opinion. And this is my opinion. This is my opinion. This is Andrew Hilt. Andrew Hilt is the victim, is not the victim. Andrew Hilt is on top of whoever is under there. That's not Andrew Hilt's hand. To me, that is a feminine hand to the left. And that person has a stick going right through the eyeball. This has been shown, and this is what I push. This is what I push. This is what I push and have been pushing for 3.5 years. Images that best describe what I'm looking at. These images that best describe the situation. Do you understand that this is something that isn't being taken to the next level? This situation isn't being taken as critical. Like critical, go get the fucking children. Like critical, like the children are under there right now as we sit here and speak. This isn't Andrew. This is a victim. This is a victim, you guys. The stuff that is going on here is what's going on under the tunnels. I've been showing these elements. What does that mean? That I keep showing them and showing them and showing them and showing them. That's Andrew Hilt's forehead. You guys, these are elements of Summer Moon. And if you think for a second that the people that are putting this shit up here don't know where the children are, you're kidding yourself. Look at me when I tell you this. The people that are putting this shit on social media, including TikTok, know where the fucking children are. That's it. It doesn't matter to get to exactly the story about what's going on in Andrew Hilt's picture. I don't care about him. If they're putting shit up here like this and it's matching my elements, whoever is doing it, you guys know where the children go. Do you understand? It's full circle. Full circle. That's why I'm up here. That is why I am up here. Do you think for a second that this picture of the Idaho 4 was even looked into? Do you understand that this is her sacrifice? This is the sacrifice. The equipment and the doorway matches all the doorways that I have. So If in fact they're gonna do nothing, just say, "We're doing nothing, we don't care about this, we're part of it, and we can't go underground." Great, tell us, but we're giving you information that matches what you're looking at is the same information, the same pieces of the sacrifice that go with the victims. This is from a family that I follow. Do you see all this shit? Do you see the victim? Do you see the equipment? Do you see it? This here, you guys, is this here. This is all the same stuff, just a different victim. Hi, Muffin Top. Just a different victim. This here is a horrific, horrific circumstance that nobody wants to take a look at. Nobody wants to talk about it. And I am showing you location. I'm showing you information from the creators that I believe know where the children are. You cannot tell me that photos like this do not look exactly like all of the equipment. The equipment, you guys, that I talk about. This is what Summer Moon Wells, this is what every victim goes through. These are the same equipment, and there's your victim. You've seen this, you guys. It's in the Idaho 4. It's in every reflection. It's in, I don't care how fucking fuzzy this looks. They match. You see a close-up of this one, Yeah. Let me bring this closer. That is the equipment that I've been showing. That equipment has been shown anytime I say the word equipment, it's the same. So when I even said equipment in Ryan Upchurch's videos, I'm telling you it's the equipment. He shows it in this one particular video behind him. See, and it's not changing. It's just staying the same. You know, this here, look at the victim. They go in a cart. They're with this exact equipment. Just like that. Just like this, you guys. There's no difference. This is what it looks like. And I can't even, I can't understand it. You know, I've been showing, there's certain people that I have been following for a reason. I've been following them because they show the equipment moving from property to property. property to property. This here is Ziggy Fred Hill's video. This is Ziggy's video of Fred Hill's property. This here is moving on Fred Hill's property. It's underground. That is the equipment. And these are pieces of Summer Moon wells. Period. Nobody wants to touch it. Nobody wants to say, oh, wow, those match. But that's the equipment, and maybe it is the equipment. It's matching this Looney Bin's videos. Well, yeah, it is, because I'm not so fucking loony. This is matching. In Ziggy's video that goes to Fred Hill's property shows every piece of equipment on his property. Every piece, every little item is shown. Go to my videos, you guys, and you will see it. And all we are missing here at WCIA Network is someone like Allie Carter to confirm that this is how it goes. That they're moving in boxes, they're moving underground, and boxes look like this. And that box is moving. That box a moment ago was underground. It was underground a moment ago. So why the fuck wouldn't anyone go look for it? Why would Ziggy show a video where that box is being dragged across his property and then winds up in the fucking water? Why would this not be looked into? Fred Hill's property shows you all the same pieces of equipment that I am showing you now at this fireplace. Wherever that fire is. Let's see where the fire is. Wait, let me go back to 1. These are the fingers. So I can't even imagine how frustrated the ones that are speaking from being there physically. It has to be driving them crazy. These elements, these little elements that I say are the boxes, and these are elements that carry the victims, are all over Fred Hill's property. These are fingers. This is a collection of fingers. And let me tell you something. The Idaho 4, I will never change my mind about the Delphi case, the Idaho 4 case. Kylie Rodney, um, Gabby Petito. I will not change my mind. They're all a part of this. If you pay attention and look at these pieces, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Look at her finger. These to me are pieces of equipment that have been introduced to this group long, long ago. And either these children, adults, teenagers, babies, embryos, whatever is going into it, either they have to go into it, they're forced into it, they're sold into it, or they believe in it. Because it's a system. And they show these particular pieces of equipment all throughout the Idaho 4 video. For those that know what I'm talking about, and for those who know this system, all I am is a psychic giving you information based on videos so I could show you pictures. This picture right here is a very, 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 very fucking powerful photo to me. This is such a powerful photo that putting my face up here so you could see what I'm doing. So when I look at a photo, I'm watching this photo and it gives me information. I see a whole descriptive narrative, like my cheeks get red, like I'm getting hot, I get sweaty, I get uncomfortable. Here's my Diet Coke. I get uncomfortable. And this photo here is a piece of a very, very, very important piece of the pie. I know it. Can you change color? Let me see if I could open this up. Let me change its color for you. Hold on. I'll take away the brightness. I have purple on my fingers tonight because I'm going to a pancreatic cancer thing tonight to support the cancer. Purple. Okay. All right, it's opening. See, I'm very warm. It's what it does to me. So my hair will probably frizz up. Okay. All right, let me change the color. Oh, yeah, okay, that is better. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Now you could see the thing in the middle. This is what shows up. It's very powerful. This here reminds me of everything I'm showing you. What I'm showing you are the fingers. I'm showing you these test tubes. I'm showing you this stuff. This is what I'm saying is connected. This is what they're showing. This is what Kylie Rodney shows. This. Here's Kylie Rodney. This is what Kylie Rodney shows in this photo. Kylie Rodney is again one of those circumstances that here I'm going to brighten this up, but bring in, look around the fingers, look at the wires, and look at her index finger. What you're looking at here, you guys, is the same thing as I'm showing you with the Idaho 4. There is no difference. These fingers, there's no difference. Their hands are on the same storyboard. Now, maybe their hands are not on it at all, right? So maybe their hands aren't on it at all. But that's what I see. So what I see is that it's all connected. So the message that I get, so I shouldn't say that. I mean, maybe you guys don't see it at all. I'm telling you that these are all connected. I'm telling you that this is all the same storyboard. Here's Idaho 4. This is Idaho 4. Those hands like that come out of her body. I see it. So it tells me the story. It goes back to the original. This is one man that is in his, wood shop, but this isn't just his hands. But he's by himself in the video. By himself in the video. But it shows this information just like Scott did. Let me take this off. Here's Scott the painter. It is, again, right in front of us, right in front of you. The hands, the fingers, right in front of you. That's not just Scott's hand. You guys, they're showing individual people that are being sacrificed. This is part of whatever they're doing to them. That is not Scott's hand. I've shown you guys. I am pulling this stuff. I am pulling this stuff from information that I've shown already. Long ago. I stick to the same story. I have not changed my story. I'm re-showing this because it's getting more important. It's getting more volume. It's getting more listeners. So when I say that Scott back then showed all this shit, this is the finger that I'm showing you. That's the finger. That's no different than Kylie Rodney's finger. That's no different than the Idaho 4 fingers. Nothing has changed. Now, if the authorities really want to hone in on these videos, the best thing they could do is go to the smallest of the smallest window inside these videos in Kylie Rodney's and grab this information that is inside the smallest of the smallest window. And you will see that they're underground being tortured. Here you have another child's hand raising up from the bottom to the right-hand side. And these fingers are just different. They're different hands. So it's really all about the fingers. And when you put this stuff together, it tells the story. Idaho 4 is on the bottom right, and Kylie Rodney is up on top. You guys, they all touched upon stories that can be exposed. They can be. If the one that's doing this part, the one that knows this part of the story can come forward, because right now you have the victims and it doesn't seem to be moving the needle, you know, because it won't be until somebody looks at this and is like, yeah, this is not normal, but that matches Kylie Rodney. That matches what Kylie Rodney went through. And Kylie Rodney's winds up looking like this. This is, if you change the coloring on Kylie Rodney's video, I've shown this before, it's on the bottom of them standing by the water. This is the equipment. This is the little trophy that means the most to the people that are putting their victims through horrific pain, horrific things. But this here is what it winds up being. This, that, whatever that is, this here, you guys, is the trophy. This is the trophy. This here is actually, I just took away all of the noise, and the noise is them standing by the water, Kylie and her boyfriend. This is the meaningful piece of the pie. This, I've shown this piece forever and ever. And you could find that probably in each and every one of these cases. Robert Vaughn, this actually is Robert Vaughn's boat. This is the Robert Vaughn that is the father of Michael Vaughn. I don't know who the little girl is, but she gives me information. She's holding a knife, which I don't understand. But the people in this boat, I'm going to show you what's important. I want you to look at her hand. I want you to look at the woman's hand. I want you to notice what's going on in this photo. Look at the faces. Let me put this here. The face here that I placed, this one is from Kylie Rodney. I believe that this is the same face. Now, I put these in groups like this on top of each other because in the picture, which is so crazy to me, these people to me are the same. So the one on the top, even though they're shown separately here, it's a strange thing to me because these faces, this face and that face, to me, this face and the one above it are the same person. So like to me, these two are the same. I believe this looks like Checkered TV. This person and this person are the same. See the little girl? And this person, like, so they show them twice in the video, but there's no way that each person looks like another person on that boat. Like, what's that? And then I had the one from Kylie Rodney, which looks like that picture. So what I'm saying is these are all the same. They're just on there twice. And this boat is on Robert Vaughn's Facebook page, the father of Michael Vaughn. And that little girl, this little girl, and the lady next to her. I want you to see this whole thing. This picture here, this grouping, is strange. His leg has like a zip tie on it, connected to something. She has a knife. She has something in her mouth. The lady has some crazy thing on her hand. So these are things that I have shown, right? And faces, they may look kooky, but they all look the same. And I can't even understand how a victim, bright child hand missing, I want to know if this is familiar to the victims. That is where I'm at. Like, I want to know if they've seen this underground, these pieces of equipment. Because I see this as part of what's underground. I feel as if somewhere I could get some sort of affirmation, and I think that it may help in the future. I see that this would help in the future. And I show Ryan Upchurch because he just gave me great information. It's not about him. He just gives me great information that I could speak over. And then here is what I went over earlier. This is Andrew. This is Andrew. I opened up with him. I don't know, man. You know, this is the circumstance. So these got gone, get gone children, these got gone, get gone college students, adults, teenagers, runaways, victims, sex trafficking. It's all happening here. This is everything together. This is a world that lives beneath us. That if we don't start digging, I don't think anyone's going to dig. Right, his face was cut off. Like, if we don't start digging, who else is going to dig for this? This information has shown very clearly in Robert Vaughn's video. He has, to me, that is the blueprint. There's certain pieces that are being placed within the earth, like this. The pieces that you're looking at here, there is no difference between what you're looking at here. Wait. Or this. These are the same pieces. You see, this is the same. Let me crop it down. I'm going to crop it and try to turn it. Get rid of the black. Okay. Turn it. Now it goes this way. Okay. So this that I told you is the grand finale. Is this. This is in Robert Vaughn's drawing. This. These are the same. I see this as the trophies that go underground after all the horrific stuff is done. And this is what they did to Kiely Rodni, and this is what they did to Summer Moon Wells. This. Look at Kiely Rodni's picture. Do you see that person underneath her? These are called deep fakes. I've said that Kiely Rodni was not alone. The picture to the left of Kiely Rodni is the Idaho 4. This here is what you call deep fake. And there are 2 heads with Kiely. And there are 3 that I see with the Idaho 4 to the left. But this one, you could see much clearer. Let me brighten it up. Oh, no, this one. Could only brighten it a little, or else it looks weird. See? Sacrifice. Underground. Adventures with Purpose. Adventures with Purpose really showed a lot of information to me that I was able to use their photos. And what you see to the left in Robert Vaughn's and what you see to the right is just the same thing. What you see to the left is the equipment, removing the eye. And what you see to the right is the equipment on a child. Robert Vaughn's photos showed this exact information. He shows the fingers. He shows the situation. Everything that I show you guys, everything, every little detail, all of the items, all of the sick-ass photos can be found in Robert's videos. The V's, the hands, all of it. Here. This is the equipment, allegedly. Allegedly. So what I am doing now in this phase of helping the children, what I am doing in this phase of bringing this to surface to help bring justice to the children. I'm not getting involved in the celebrity shit. I've seen it for so long that I don't care about them. What I care about is finding where they put these things and what this is so we could bring justice. That little piece that I've been showing you is right here as well. There's no difference between these. There's no difference between what you see here and what you see here. This is the same thing. And these are in all the stories. That was found in Kylie Rodney's car. It's right down there. The Idaho 4 consistently showed the equipment and consistently showed the most important pieces. When they showed the students on the balcony, I always use that as, what the hell is this? Like, all I could tell you is that number 5 was in the corner, and the same number 5 was in the corner when they showed the food truck. It's a cookie cutter. It's the same information. It's the number 5 box. It's the most important piece of the puzzle. It's this. Let me straighten it out. If the authorities can do it differently, it would help. It would help bring justice. All of these kind of pictures that Benny Keys showed, what's the difference between this and Fred Hill's? Zero. Zero. Fred Hill's property had all of this. This here, let me see if I can find a picture. Fred Hill's property showed these pieces in the dark. Oh, here's the box being pulled. So this is the box that I showed you earlier, went in the water, went underground. This is how it starts in Fred Hill's video. It's pulled. That's the box. Oh, this is all Ziggy. All these pictures of Ziggy are so bad. Because they're just so bizarre. just so bizarre. Wait, oh, Ziggy Fred Hill. Okay. Here, here. Here's Ziggy Fred Hill. Look at this. Fred Hill. This is what I'm talking about. This. Grab the equipment. And again, the circumstance, the only way they're going to find these children is to have someone speak up that's on the inside, someone that knows what this is on a human, like that knows what this shit is. And it's not going to be the person wearing it. It's going to be someone who knows about this deep fake. It's going to be someone who knows what this, how is it that this is made? Like, how is that? That's not Ziggy, but it's Ziggy's program. It's Ziggy on the phone with Fred Hill. So the information that I see beneath it is absolutely critical to the Summer Moon Wells case. Critical. And the picture to the left is showing the most important pieces, and that is in a barn. That shows that that's back in, like, locked up in a barn. Yeah, Nancy Grace is definitely not interested in this. But that's an old picture that I got from the family, Beckman family that I follow, and that's showing that it's in a barn with a baby sitting in a barrel. So here you have Robert Vaughn's information. So when you guys, I'm showing this today because I want you to recognize and see that it all comes together as one story. The people that are doing this all have one purpose. They have a purpose. And that purpose hits every case that I have followed. I could find the information inside the photos of the cases that I follow. You shouldn't have photos like that within these videos. For instance, this here, we've seen multiple times of Summer in the swimming pool with that coming out of her mouth. Now, that's supposed to be Kylie. That is the same thing as what I showed you at the water hole. Of all of those children that have those things coming out of their mouth at the water hole, I'm going to show you a photo. Here we go. What you see there, this is one of the pictures, matches this. That, let me change the color. I can't make it any better. Copy. That's Kylie. So wherever these are coming from, they know what's going on because the elements and the story are placed inside these videos. To the left, I believe, is the Jeffrey Dahmer videos. I don't know I don't know whose videos they are, but they're disgusting. But I have the videos. Again, equipment. I showed this. The cutter board that he shows, I see this as these little houses and these little pieces of whatever they're doing to these children, to these humans, to these sacrifices, they are placing them within the earth. And that's what is being shown here. And Benny Keys' picture's in the middle. I see that whatever Benny Keys is showing in the middle is the same thing as what is being shown in Robert Vaughn's video that shows this particular information. I see I see that they call these trophies, and they have a whole system to what they do with these trophies. And they go down into the earth. I've shown you these pieces. 46. See if I could change the color, bright. Sometimes when I change the color, it's kind of more interesting. There's 6 sacrifices. Someone deleted your comment? Weird. I'm not. So this would be something that the authorities would need to look into if they want, because I do see that this is a system, and it goes all the way back years and years and years. And I see that this here is the same system and the same group as this group. Wait, same group. Page 50. It's this group. This video to the left is these are a bunch of videos that I don't know who they are. They left them on YouTube. And I think that that is the castle where these kids, these castles that where they climb out of, and I think that this is the same group. Um, I see the same star. I happen to see the same bit of information that is on this child's clothing. Um, to me, there's no difference. There's no difference. And if I'm contrasting, if you contrast and change some of the lighting in some of these videos, like that one, you'll see the pieces of body. I see the pieces of body that's being cut away. So somewhere inside this deep fake lies the truth to the videos and the sacrifices that are happening underground. This is everything that's underground. You see the hand? Here, I'll point it out. Let me point it out. Here is an arm with the fingers, and this, no, this is the wrist. This is the arm. This is the equipment. And that is the star. See if I could saturate it. So this here is the same situation that I show you in the Idaho 4 and, Summer Moon Wells. It always has like a bar, like it always has plexiglass and then a maroon bar. But that right here is what I can't find the words to keep saying it over and over. I can't. I just don't know how else to say it. There's nothing different. No, this is like this is like they're doing some scientific something to them. It's not blood. This is what they're doing this is, to me, the blueprint. That's all I could say. Like, this to me is the blueprint. All the pieces of equipment match that I'm looking at today. They match up to this Robert Vaughn's video. The pieces that he's showing that go into the ground systematically is the same thing that I am looking at within the videos today. So this here, with that goofy face, let me show it to you. This here, with that thing that's going into the ground, has like that doggy face on it. This is the timer. This is, I don't know. I don't know. But it shows itself to me over and over and over and over and over. Over and over. And there's the V. Wait, I'm going to show it to you here. This V. So when I look and I see the V up in the left-hand corner, it just brings me to the food truck. It brings me to the food truck. I don't know why it does, but it does. And the picture up on the right-hand side, to me, has a connection to the picture to the left. So the only ones that are going to know what the fuck is going on here are those that know the story. So let me open this up. This here would be the victims. It's in those white things. This is the Idaho 4's TV. This showed on their TV. That there this here this here this here to me is showing the same part of the process. You know, I never thought in a million years that nobody would give a rat's ass to bust this thing open. I didn't. This is how they place them in the ground. And when I'm saying this, obviously this is all allegedly, right? But this is how they place this shit in the ground. I've seen it throughout the videos of the Summer Moon Wells case. I've seen it. Again, those little houses, those little trucks, the whatever they are, they're doing this. This is what they're doing. I want someone to fucking come forward and tell me so. Do you understand that's Kaylee? Remember Kaylee? No one looked at her pictures. They're just like the Kylie Rodney pictures. Kaylee's photos of her. Let me open this up. Kaylee Marie is a victim of this group. They had this on Kaylee Anthony's documentary. Now, who the fuck is okay with those pictures surrounding her birth certificate? Seriously? They're monkeys. They're not even fucking human. They're just as human as what they showed in Kylie Rodney's video. What you're looking at in Casey Anthony is this. Same thing that they showed in Kylie Rodney's car, you guys. There is no difference. If these people are victims, they show the same bit of information. The same. Does this really look like a picture of Casey? Seriously? How is it that that's not found? Why is it that no one's like, what the fuck is that, a monkey? And what's in here is the same thing. Yes, they're baby fetuses. They're baby fetuses. These are baby fetuses. Baby fetuses. Baby, baby fetuses. That's what you're looking at. How is this okay that they could show this as her, I don't know, birth certificate, and then this on Kylie Rodney's? The birth certificate, you guys. All of those pictures surrounding the birth certificate are the same as Kiely Rodni's pictures. If you go into the smallest of the smallest picture from Kiely Rodni's, all you get is the equipment. You get the white thing. You get the trophies. That's what you get. Kiely Rodni's car showed all the trophies. That's what I see. This is as clear as I can make it that that's not a baby to the left-hand side. You guys, that's not a fucking baby's head. It's like a little person's head on a little it's like a little person's head on a body. And that's just what I see to the right-hand side. This is science. This is science, you guys. And I'm sticking to it when I say Robert Vaughn has shown the blueprints to this. I'm going to keep going back to it. So here's this little person in Robert Vaughn's here with a head on a platter here holding the star. And they get placed underground. That's the stick. The stick goes across. It goes across. That's just one part of it. You will find all these pieces in whose ever video that you look at. You will find these pieces in the Idaho 4s is all over the place. The Idaho 4 pictures show very strange things. This is one of the Idaho 4's picture, and there's children's fingers and hands coming down her arm. The stuff has to be looked at. And there's the equipment to the left. There's more of the blueprint. And again, when I showed, I said, that's the equipment, that's the equipment. Benny Keys and Jody Sue Brown show it so well. And when I show this, I'm like, Jody, I'm going to show you, hang tight, because the next picture is pretty gross, that Jody Sue Brown is the deep fake. Now, anyone that doesn't think I'm right, wait till you see the next picture. So this here is the equipment that I'm showing you from Robert Vaughn, right here. Right here. Right? And that's where the head goes on top. You see this. Now, that's not Jody Sue Brown anymore. Jody Sue Brown is the deep fake cover-up to the victim. So I write this up. This is the victim, just like how Andrew Hilt is the victim. And this is this. It's this. You see, it's the equipment. This is it. Yes, the head is. The head is coming out of the ground in a corner, just like I showed in Andrew Hiltz. Let me grab the one in the corner. So the equipment is always the same. So to me, this guy is in the same circumstance. I always said head on a platter. That's what I called it. This is just more of the blueprint. And I see that this goes, they're using this for victims. And this is what they are placing. This is the chip. I showed you guys the chip. I believe that they're doing some scientific whatever. And this is what it looks like. This is that number 5 chip that I showed you the other day. Remember? Let me see if I have it in. I think I have it in Ditties. Because I have it in Ditties because I see that they're doing and using this same technology. I see this as the same thing as this. Like, these are all the same. See? Let me see if I have it in here. It's the eyeball thing. Well, that is the same pieces. And if you look closely at this box, this here is the, what page is this? 65. I'm going to blow it up so you could see it. So I've always said that this is the chip, like there's something going on with this thing. So they have everything lined up together from Robert Vaughn's equipment. And if you open this up, you will find the chip. You open this up. Wait. Okay. So it's like this that I've been showing, but what's inside of that one is there. There's the number 5 chip. It's that small little thing that's in a little house. You see, it's a small thing that's in a little house. And that has always been the sacred, whatever they're doing, you guys, that's what it is. Like it's a little thing in a house. So that's how I call it. Now, is it a house? No. But when I see something like this on the Idaho 4 lawn, I'm like, that's the little house with the sacred piece in it. See, this is at the Sigma Chi house. So, you guys following me? You guys following me? This That little teeny thing in there. That little teeny thing in there is a chip, like I found in Ernie Shell's video. It's a chip. These are chips. These are chips. Thank you for those ones. And this is system that's telling me it goes into someone's head. It goes into the person. It goes into the person, you guys. Where is my picture? And this here tells me that the Idaho 4 Sigma Chi knows about it. Yeah, I'm going to use my pointer. Thank you for asking. This was in their backyard. This is a house, and there's the stick. What's connected to it is the trophy. And I saw this at the Sigma Chi's house. I'm going to go forward a little bit. See all the fingers. Underground. So that equipment that you see to the left is from one of those companies that I follow. They're a well water company. They clean out wells, like underground, right? And this here, let me get, what page is this? 68. This here is Robert Vaughn's equipment. And it's in the house. Like, this is what I see, right? So I know not everyone is going to see what I see, but I'm telling you that this is the same. So if anyone knows anything about this, I would love for them to come up, because I know that I see all the same information. So here's what you're looking at here is this equipment. This is this. And this here is a company that I follow underground. I think what I'm going to do is stop here so I don't make this too long and come back and finish. What you're looking at here, what I see, you guys, is medical equipment that is used. I can't reduce it. Medical equipment that is used on humans during this process of underground trafficking and underground just horrific stuff that goes on. I see that very clearly. I'm going to go over all this. I just see it very clearly. And these children go on a journey and they have no choice. And I see that they're not drugs as much as they are a medical situation. Idaho 4, somebody knows the truth in the Idaho 4, and that's where I'm going to leave it. Someone knows the truth because they tell me here that someone knows the truth. This is on the Idaho 4 property, and this tells me that someone knows the truth. It's the same thing that we're looking at to the left from the Idaho 4, to the right from the Idaho 4. It's the little carts. And somebody knows the truth of what I'm saying. If nobody speaks up and just does what they're supposed to do, these babies here will never get justice. Ever. I am going to call it quits on that note. I will be back tomorrow. We'll see, because I do have about 50 pages to finish. It's very upsetting and it's very real. And I don't know, when they're going to go and start digging and say that they found these things, because these things are down there. These things are in the tunnels, and Diddy's tunnels, I believe, have all of this. I don't know who's going to bring it up and who is going to expose it. I just don't, and I pray all the time that it will be. Look how red my cheeks are. Thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all in chat. Hi, Muffin Top. Hi, everybody. And everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed night, as I will be at an amazing fundraiser for cancer. I'll be back soon. I really hope and pray that this makes a difference and it brings justice to the children. Good night, guys.